Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Black Ice with me, Alpha Pi Omega, and the French Republic. So the date is 16th of October 1939. Poland is still resisting somehow. They still haven't capitulated. Do they still own Warsaw? Oh, they do. Okay, so there is a little pocket here of forces defending Warsaw. But I'm pretty sure it's not going to last long. And because of that and other factors, we have started to extend the Maginot Line. It's going to take 3 months to finish this, in which we are slowly but surely going to work on our army, after which we are also going to jump into focuses like rapid military industrialization, leve and masse, defensive doctrine, develop Algeria, and another great war. Not exactly in that order, I guess, but we'll see. But for now, we need to make sure that the extension of the Maginot Line is not gonna be that much of an issue for us. The fall of Warsaw. German forces advancing in the Republic of Poland have succeeded in capturing Warsaw. Sporadic fighting continues in Praga and few other districts, but organized resistance in the city seems to have ceased. The Polish government reportedly evacuated the city as the first German units entered Warshaw's suburbs, and their present location is unknown. Fighting against the German invaders continues in other parts of the country, but the loss of the capital is a serious blow to Polish war effort, and Poland has capitulated. Well, I'll be damned. Okay. Soviet Union and German Reich has kept their promise and partitioned Poland. Okay, and we are no longer at war with the Soviet Union, just with the German Reich, Hungary and Slovakia. What a relief. Yeah, we sank some of their transports over here. So now, how are we doing? We're building still a couple of factories. We're working on the radar, and we're working on Padekale anti-air. There's no issue in our airspace here. English Channel. We do have a naval bomber here. Quite a lot of them. So send them here and have them do some naval strikes in the French Channel if it comes down to it. Okay, there's a battle here against German escorts, which are most likely going to die. Yep, one of their torpedoes and escorts are gone. Okay, way more. So how did that end? We sank 2 destroyers, 1 torpedo boat and 1 escort. And we finished the recon radios. So can we get the truck radios or the decimetric radar? Something here? This is way ahead of time. I'm tempted to do the textile polymers, but I think we're gonna go with the advanced energy grid. Cause, believe it or not, that's looking better to me right now. We really don't have much energy. I have to start producing more electricity here to keep our industry running. 10 days are behind us, only 80 days to go. So where are we putting our factories now? Nowhere. Okay. So if something happens here, we'll get a free factory. Actually, I have a feeling we might want to put the next 2 factories on the anti-air. equipment though. I was just saying that we don't want to research that one because... No, but we'll finish the uniforms and we'll jump into the anti-air. That's how we're gonna do it. Okay, more fighting. Okay, 4 destroyers, 9 escorts and 1 torpedo boats have been sunk over here. Yeah, Germany lost quite a lot of men. We didn't, but we have 5,000 guys in reserve, which means this is pretty much the last divisions that we're gonna get. Okay, let me see one thing. With the radios, okay, so infantry, no. What did we finish? I thought we finished recon radios. Oh, non-tank recon gets radios. Okay. I guess we're using tank recons everywhere then.
Attention.
Okay, you guys lost a lot of experience. I think we can... I don't think we're actually in a big trouble here.
Attention.
I think all things considered, we can have you drill.
Gardez vos rangs.
Why aren't you
Gardez vos rangs.
going anywhere? Oh,
Bougez-vous.
I guess because of the supply situation here? Is it that bad? Yeah, that is bad over here. But it's not going to be great for our enemies either. So, while we're at it, we should be extremely grateful. So, anything that we need to do with you? Not really. If we put the support anti-thing, yeah, that's gonna make them too big. So you guys are fine. What about you? That's where we wanted to do a ton. So this would be 15. We got the uniforms. Don't have the horse transports, but we got the mountain artillery for you. And we even got light anti-tank. Okay. Now if we added support anti-air, that's where we're gonna hit a dead end. Okay. Can I get... no, not motorized. Okay, it's gonna be a bit better end. 321. Attack and defense. I'm considering we might want to do the armored cars. They have more defense, more breakthrough. Okay, draft reform proves effective, that's great. But let me finish this. More recon. Okay, that would be 45. So we'll wait for a bit more army experience here. So draft reform proves effective. The social measures passed by the government as part of a larger process of reforming the military recruitment policy have proven surprisingly popular. Higher pay and more frequent leave are often cited as the biggest new benefits, but many also point to the new government program to support war widows and orphans. Fewer and fewer men can justify refusing their country's call to the colors, and public support for draft dodgers have all but disappeared. Indeed, there has been a recent upswing in public support for the government as more and more people realize that the French way of life is under attack. Okay, this adds 5 stability and 5 more support. Will we see it? Stability, 71% more support, 46.3. Okay, war support is now 53 and... Okay, so this percentage of maximum, I guess it means that it cannot go higher than 72.6 because we have a penalty 9.4 for war support and 35 for the fact that we are at war. This one doesn't have any issues. But liquid change is actually negative. Yeah, so it's dropping. That's great. We will requisition motorcycles. Got scrap metal. Random horses. Well, there's a lot of things that we can do here, like war propaganda or the We Fight United. But we can't really do it right now because we need to ensure that no matter what the game hits us, we will still keep the 200 political power from Maginot. Okay, so you guys are moving. You guys aren't, but it's fine. I think our infantry is done, right? If we try to... Yeah, there's no way we can change this. Does it support company? We don't need that. Logistics company. Yeah, I don't really want anything here, so infantry divisions are done. We really need to invest more into the infantry in the Alps, meaning the mountaineers, and the tanks and motorized, because that's gonna be the pain in our existence. Okay, sank one more torpedo boat and 2 escorts. There was the transport ship though. Air wings without anything. Any order? Well, I think that's pretty cool. Okay, using more fuel. Daily consumption 3.4. Oh, it's because we're drilling. The Republic of Finland rejects Soviet demands. Oh, we lost the torpedo boat. Soviet diplomats have presented an ultimatum to the government of the Republic of Finland, demanding border adjustment in the region of Karelia. Despite the significant buildup of Soviet forces on the border, Helsinki has rejected these demands, stating that not a single foot of Finnish soil will be given willingly to the Russian aggressors. International observers fear that a Soviet invasion may be imminent. No kidding. Okay, another battle happened here. We sank a light cruiser, 1 destroyer, and 3 torpedo boats. Ooh, it's going really well. Okay, air defense, prefabrication, the uniforms, fighters, power projection. Yeah, a lot of technologies are coming. Army mobilization. Now that the threat of war has increased more and more rapidly in recent times, there are growing voices in favor of putting military instead of general mobilization. Okay, so that's another hit further, but we have to get that. Believe it or not, this still gives us a huge penalty, so we need to get all the way to general mobilization. Okay, we're way past half of Maginot. That's amazing. Let's hope that it's gonna work this way. Historically, we would still have about half a year left before the attack on us. Manpower is a brutal issue, but what can we do? And 2 last divisions for you guys. So that means we've added 10 divisions since we started the game. Not bad. Not bad at all. So we're still producing roughly 5.5 tank kits per week. Okay, major battle here. Well, yeah, major battle. Come on, sink them, guys. Sink all of them. Okay, we sank 1 torpedo boat and 1 escort. Okay, no, 3 escorts and 1 torpedo boat. That's a better hunt than I was expecting. Yeah, it was 329,000. Jesus. Those are some brutal casualties right there. Okay, stability can't increase in war support, can't increase. The end of League of Nations. With the declaration of war on the Republic of Finland by the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics, the League of Nations have failed in its attempt to preserve peace. Joseph Vissarionovich Stalin openly mocked the League's inability to do anything, and with that took his country out of the League. With other world leaders also questioning the point of the League of Nations, if it can prevent conflicts, the day of the Leagues are de facto over. While the Council continues to meet, no one expects it to actually accomplish anything anymore. Whatever authority the Council once had is long lost now. Not totally unexpected. And war overshadows the Nobel Prize ceremony. Yep. Okay, so while I don't like doing this, what happened is that yesterday my daughter woke up and I had to put her back to sleep, but she didn't want to, and I have fallen asleep with her, which means that it's the next day, and while there is a cut in the episode, I truly hope that is the best way how to deal with this, because I hate re-recording and basically I avoid that at any chance possible. So I lost my train of thought in this episode, but I'll try to do my best to jump back in and finish the last 8 minutes before I record more episodes. Anyway, war overshadows Nobel Prize ceremony. Adolf Hitler nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize, that always makes me laugh, by the Swedish politician E.G.C. Brandt for promoting the Brotherhood of Nations and global disarmament, is unlikely to receive a prize in his lifetime. But no one else will receive the world's most important award this year either. The Nobel Prize Committee decided that no one else is worthy of a Peace Prize this year, understandable since war has been raging again in Europe for several months. The Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine 1949 was awarded to Gerhard Domagt for the discovery of the antibacterial effects of Prontocell. The Nobel Prize in Chemistry 1949 was divided equally between Adolf Friedrich Johann Butenandt for his work on sex hormones and Leopold Ruzicka for his work on polymethylines and higher terpenes. The Nobel Prize in Literature 1949 was awarded to Franz Emil Sillenbach for his deep understanding of his country's peasantry and the exquisite art with which he has portrayed their way of life and their relationship with nature. The Nobel Prize in Physics 1939 was awarded to Ernest Orlando Lawrence for the invention and development of the cyclotron and for results obtained with it, especially with regard to artificial radioactive elements. For the first time since its introduction in 1901, there was no banquet and festivities. Let's hope for a better next year. Congratulations to the winners. Okay, so I see that we had a fight. Unfortunately, it finally happened when we lost a torpedo boat in Branlabas. The British lost a destroyer, HMS Express, and we lost 2 naval bombers. We should start producing these, because we keep bleeding them out, and I don't know how many we have in reserve. The Germans lost a torpedo boat and a light cruiser, and I expect they lost. Wow, their ships took heavy damage, but we are unable to sink anymore. And we have 2 extra factories. That is conspicuous because it always ends taking 2 factories from the last 2 slots. So I'm gonna leave it be for now, and I hope it's not a mistake. If it disappears after the calculation, then we are all good. I don't even know what we were. Okay, Air Defense Initiative and field uniforms. Okay, those are gonna be nice. Ha, yeah, they disappeared. So those were, for some reason Black Ice is doing this. We've seen that already, that it takes away the last 2 factories. I think it has something to do probably with the calculations of consumer goods, I guess. Now that I think of it, I don't know what that could mean. Yeah, we need to increase production of these supplies that we want to distribute. Radios, handheld anti-tank. Because the infantry battalions will need those. They will really need to do as well as they can with it. So I'm thinking whether or not we should distribute it. Especially to the infantry, because this might be the last time when we have the possibility to retrain them. Yeah, let's do it. Because once the Germans start rolling over the hills... And I mean, having a deficit, at least we'll know what to calculate and expect. Okay, another battle. This time we lost an escort and 10 naval bombers, but they lost a heavy cruiser and 2 torpedo boats. Way more valuable on their side, to be honest. Okay, no attacks anywhere. Are we improving the grid again, or are we seriously just... Yeah, improved electrical grid in 51 days. We might want to build a power plant. Well, I mean, we're building more factories. Okay, so 24% now for the anti-air, that's good. Can I boost the electricity again, or do we have anything else that's more valuable? These ones are really good, but way ahead of time. That works too. We're actually having a pretty decent weekly stability increase. I would like to get it because of the manpower, to be honest, because the housing gives us the extra recruitable population, and that is goddamn important. Maybe we could lower the fuel consumption or oil. Yeah, oil would be good. I think here, division recover, rations decay factor. That might actually be a good one too. Base stability consumption factor. Interesting. Electric fencing. Excavation, catalytic cracking, fuel gain from refineries, but coal input is lowered. Fuel storage. Yeah, I don't think we have anything that important here. A decimator radar would be good. This would take 132 days. And then another 105 days. It's not great, not gonna lie, it's not great, but in the end, if we manage to repel the enemy for at least a bit, this is gonna be crucial, so let's get it. Civilian works 2. Modernizing our tools and equipment will further aid our construction efforts to construct civilian structures at a higher speed. Okay, well, I mean, we have literally 3,900 men in reserve, which is just abysmal. Here comes field uniforms free. So we'll put those into production. And with an expected result. Where are you? Yep, so we're using 51,797 old ones. And if we want to build or equip every one of these, that's 93,572. Great. This is just so many. It's insane. Okay, let's start producing or researching these cannons, because we are already deploying them on our units. So with that said, we actually have a reason to do it. Okay, you guys need the equipment. So once the game recalculates it, I think that might actually take away some of your experience. Does it not? Kind of confused. Either way, what's in this episode when we deploy these 2 new divisions, which is gonna happen in a couple of days, and then change the template for our units. So you guys can go here. You guys can go here. We'll start drilling. We have a lot of command power. So let's put organization first here. You guys have nothing we can do. You're the motorized guys. Aggressive assaulter. Army breakthrough. Oh, the breakthrough could use some bonus. Okay, let's get it for him.
Attention.
And you're defending in the south, so you definitely need recovery rate. And that's that. And we get 45 army XP at this point. We don't need any for the Maginot, right? I can spend it. Political power 200. Yeah. Army reform. Victors of the Great War. That's actually a pretty good one. It helps with the Victors of the Great War. Doesn't this one also? Yeah, okay, so that's another thing that we can use. Does this one require army experience minus 50? More than 40 army experience. Okay, so if we spend it, we cannot do this one. Game. The defensive doctrine is important though. How much are we getting? We're getting 0.16 every day. So in 10 days we get 1.6, so in 100 days we gain roughly 16. So spending it. Is there anything that will give us army experience? Oh, you give 25. You give another. Okay, now we're fine. We can spend it. We can spend it so that our units are ready to rumble. And you guys definitely need to be ready to rumble. So the tankette recon would require 75 new tankettes, and I don't think that's actually necessary. Let's give you the armored cars. I'll give you more pack artillery, 2 light anti-tanks, that's 25, and as we mentioned before, support anti-tank, and you guys don't have heavy artillery. No, that's this one. Which would be amazing if it wasn't for the fact that we actually do not have spare heavy artillery. Dang it. Missing how many pieces of heavy artillery is really important. That's something that we should really focus on. 561 days. Jesus Christ.
Attention.
Okay, so with this said, you guys will require additional equipment. And while we will provide it, okay, let's give it a day and check it out. So what do we need? Anti-air, 264 days. 342. 593. Light artillery is okay. That's the only one out of these so far. Okay, this I can respect as well. Terrible. Radio so. Recon is fine. Yeah, and carrier fighters and bombers, we are in a heavy deficit, so we'll need to put those into production, but I don't know when and how we can do that. Okay, once we finish the Maginot, we definitely need to start getting the... Well, that can happen in the next episode, unless something terrible happens. Because the rapid military industrialization, that's 10. No, sorry, 8. Here is additional 6. And 2 civilian. Sahara oil. And eventually we might get access to this one, which is additional 8. Well... We'll have to distribute them based on the priority, but I think what we might just do is just pour them from one to another, finishing them. But the horse transport is unbelievably important. Our units are better able to move. Yeah. Some of these have just... This is about mobility. But, you know, we won't have to be mobile if this holds. That's the thought behind it. We'll see.